Ordinary average, ordinary average, ordinary average guy podcast show. Yo, how you doing out there, folks? It's the Ken Man, J-Kenn, coming at you, previously recorded from the Buxty Hootie Studios. Whoo, baby, I'll tell you what. This is episode number 9. Who would have thought that I would have made it 9 episodes? Not this guy. I'll tell you that right now. Number 9, back when I was a little kid, and I had this, like when I was thinking, like, oh, I'm going to be, Brett Favre, obviously playing for the Packers, taking the Pack to a Super Bowl championship. I obviously was going to grow up and be the next quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. Obviously, that didn't turn out, but my number was going to be number 9. My number was going to be number 9, and another little tidbit. When I did play football in high school, my number was 27. And obviously, if you take the square root of 9, that's 3. And then if you multiply 9 by 3, you get 27. That's how my brain works, people. That is a little glimpse inside how the mind of J-Kenn works. Oh, boy, it's been a good week. So last week I talked about how I was going to change some things up in my life, create some good habits. I get up early in the morning, go for a morning walk, nighttime routine. I'm going to be honest with you. The whole showering at night thing, that's a winner. Look into it. I know it might be an unordinary opinion if you think about it, because you get up in the morning, you take a shower. That's what you do. But I'll be honest with you. That might be the way to go. That might be a new fad that should start, because I feel like I'm sleeping fantastic. I do have allergies. I'm not official. I have a doctor hasn't said like you have allergies, but I have all the symptoms of allergies, and I also heard that if you take a shower at night, that helps with allergies. And I'll be honest with you, that's the way to go. I mean, getting up in the morning, going for a walk, I feel like I'll tell you, I'm getting up so early these days, I'm waking up the rooster. That's how early I'm getting up. And I go for a walk in the morning. It's quiet. My neighbor scared the crap out of me the other day, though, because I was walking down the road. It was quiet. Birds are chirping. I saw some squirrels. I even saw 2 deer. You don't get that sitting on the couch looking at your Facebook all day long, right? Get up, go for a walk. But my neighbor, I heard something behind me, and I was like, what's that? And it was 2 dogs and my neighbor, and he snuck up behind me, and I didn't, obviously I kept my cool, but inside he scared the shit out of me. But it's been going good. The only downfall this week, I've been making lunches, eating lunch, skipping out on breakfast, intermittent fasting. The issue, though, is the sugary sweets. I don't know, man. That's the vice that's gonna put me 6 feet under, the sugar. No matter what, I think I've seriously debated seeing a hypnotist. I hear them on the radio, something like, quit smoking or lose weight. Come see a hypnotist. And I really, really, truly thought about paying the, $100 or whatever, and saying like, dude, make me think that sugar tastes like a plum, and I won't eat it anymore. But it's not going good. I mean, when people bring cookies, when people bring donuts into the office, I'm just here's a perfect example. Today, there's donuts in the office, and a guy, there was a half a donut in the box, and then a full donut, and the full donut was a white frosting with sprinkles. I was eyeing that up. I got into the office, or into the break room. Another guy was walking with a knife. And I Hey, whoa, what donut are you taking? He goes, oh, I'm going after that sprinkle donut. I'm like, that's what I was going after. And he goes, well, I'll split it with you. And I was like, okay, yes, let's do that. I don't need the whole donut. I'll split it. So we split the donut. I ate half the donut. But then there was another half donut already in the box, and then I took that one too. So, I mean, I can't. But baby steps. We will get through it. But anyway, it's been a good week in that aspect. I had a couple things I wanted to. There's a couple topics that I eventually want to talk about. One of them is vices, like sins. Like a vice. Like sugar. Sugar is a vice of mine. That's one thing I want to talk about. There's a vice that I have that it's kind of a funny story. I'll bring it up someday. Quick Trip is another thing I want to talk about. If you're not from Wisconsin, Quick Trip, what are you talking about? If you come to Wisconsin, no pun intended, you will quickly realize what a Quick Trip is and how fantastic they are. A couple other topics that eventually will be topic of the week, but today's topic of the week, ladies and gentlemen, is bumper stickers. Okay? I personally do not have a bumper sticker on my car. And I can tell you that I probably will never have a bumper sticker on my car. I am not a believer in the bumper sticker. I don't want a bumper sticker on my car. I don't really like bumper stickers. I think they're, whatever. Not for me. But when I see a bumper sticker, I am always enthused and curious. Well, what does it say? What does it say? And the bumper stickers these days are just they're all, I mean, anything. Some of these things that these people are putting on their cars are just I just can't believe that they put them on the car. So back in the day in the 90s, the Green Bay Packers had a rivalry with the Dallas Cowboys. And we all have seen the bumper sticker of the guy, like a little kid, maybe like a teenager, with the spiky hair, and you see his back, and then you see he's like peeing on, whatever. Back in the day, it was a Dallas Cowboy. It was the star, right? And then if you're a Chevy guy, you might have had that logo on your truck, and then the logo would have been like a Ford or a Dodge or something like that. That's, that was kind of like, that's the first ever bumper sticker that, like, I feel like in my lifetime that people started putting on their vehicles. Now it is, I mean, it's every car you see, there's a good chance there's a bumper sticker on it. And there's a couple of things, and there's first of all, there's one bumper sticker that I actually did chuckle at. And it was okay. So, and it's kind of funny because bumper stickers are, you ever ask somebody like you ever ask them like, hey, do you have any tattoos? And they're like, no, I don't have any tattoos. You wouldn't, and then they'll say, you wouldn't put a bumper sticker on a Cadillac. That's what they say because their body's like a Cadillac. Get that? Well, there was a bumper sticker the other day I saw where it said, tattoos, not just for bikers and whores anymore. And the reason, and I'll be honest with you, I've never seen a bumper sticker more true in my life. What is going on? And I'm not against it. I'm not against it. But tattoos are really, like, and I would say in the last 10 years, are like really taking off. Everybody, especially of the female demographic, has a tattoo. My mom has a tattoo. My sister has quite a few tattoos. Like, my sister will literally, like, take a day off of work and go get a tattoo. And she'll be, I'm in the mood for a tattoo. It's like, this is a permanent thing that you're putting on your body, and you're just in the mood for a tattoo. And then she'll come to work, the next day and be like, "Oh, you like my tattoo?" And it's like right on her arm for everyone to see forever. It's like, if I write something on my hand, I can't wait to get it off. Like, sometimes, like if you don't have a piece of paper, and I'll just write something on my palm, like a guy's phone number, or like just anything, and then I just look at that all day, and it's like, I don't want this on my hand, and I just immediately, as soon as I can, I wash it off, or I lick my thumb and rub it off. I don't, it's like, I can't even commit to, ink on my hand from a pen, much less an actual tattoo. But it does seem like the tattoos, when I was, okay, and I totally understand that bumper sticker too, because when I was and I hope this doesn't come off the wrong way, but when I was a kid, the only guys that I knew that had tattoos were, like a military background. If you had a military background, you had a tattoo. And if you were a biker, you had a tattoo. But I didn't know of, like, not just like just some average, ordinary guy. They didn't have tattoos that I knew of. And women, I'll be honest with you, women didn't have, I don't, when I was a kid, the only women that I knew, and I didn't even really know it, but if I saw a woman wear the tattoo, it wasn't like, I wouldn't call her a babe necessarily. And it would be like right on her bicep, like where a man puts a tattoo. Like, that's where she would have it. And it just, I don't know. It just didn't seem right back in the day. But nowadays, the tattoo, big tattoo, the tattoo lobbyists really did a good job at making that a normal thing. Like, now, people have tattoos, and it's just like, I'll be honest with you, I went from being kind of like turned off by tattoos to like, definitely, I think they're cool. They are cool. And now it's just like, you see these people that are like really put together people, and they got like an arm full of tattoos, and I'll be honest with you, it's kind of sexy. So that bumper sticker holds true. Tattoos aren't just for bikers and whores anymore. That one gave me a chuckle. Another bumper sticker that I saw. Well, all right. If there's one thing I learned about bumper stickers, is there's a women out there that'll put the bumper sticker MILF on their vehicle, MILF, and I have fallen victim to this many, many times. I see the I see this bumper sticker MILF. And me being a piece of shit human being that I am, I pull up alongside of them. I speed up, see what this, who's driving the car, see if it's my candy or not. And 9 out of 9 times, it is not a MILF at all. It's the furthest thing from a MILF. So I question, like, why did you put that on your car? Why did you put that on your car? It just blows my mind. But every single time when I see that bumper sticker, it's like, okay, I need to check it out. Every god darn time. Notice how I said god darn? I've been being told that I say GD quite a bit, in which I do apologize. As a good Lutheran Christian man, I shouldn't be talking like that. So every darn time I see that, sure enough, on a 2-lane highway, 4-lane highway technically, 2-way eastbound, 2-way westbound, so that's actually 4 lanes. I pull up and look, try to make it, not so obvious. Sure enough, nothing spectacular. As a matter of fact, it's horrendous most of the time. No offense to those of you with MILF stickers on your car. Even though I don't believe any of my listeners have MILF stickers on their car. And if you do, I apologize. You know who I feel sorry for nowadays? A lot of, and I don't want to get political here, but obviously in the world we live in, there's a lot of let's go Brandon bumper stickers. Obviously, we all know what that means. I do feel sorry because I grew up with a few Brandons, and I feel sorry for all the parents out there that have kids. They named them Brandon, you know. I always think about this, and they're like at their basketball game, you know, and little Brandon gets a rebound, and his mom's in the crowd going like, "Yeah, let's go, let's go, Brandon, woo!" And you know, the visiting team, because they don't know who the parent is, they don't know the kid, and they're like, look at that redneck piece of shit. And the poor lady's just rooting for her kid. And you people think that she's coming to a high school basketball game trying to get political. She's just rooting for her child, for Christ's sake. And here you are, you know, thinking poorly about her, you know? She goes to her kid's baseball game. Come on, let's go, Brandon. Come on, let's go, Brandon. Woohoo! You know? And everyone's just slashing her tires. It's like you can't even root for your kids anymore. I do feel bad. I think that once in a while. Same thing with the Karen. Now Karen obviously isn't a I haven't. I mean, when I look in the paper and there's new kids born, none of them are named Karen. And to be honest with you, Brandon is such a '90s name too. I mean, Brandon isn't. There's not a lot of Brandons anymore either. That are little anyway. But Karen, Brandon, it's funny those old names. Like what other names are there? Like Keith. That's one. I know a Keith. Like I know a grown up named Keith. Like I can never. I cannot envision a little baby named Keith. Like I cannot. You know, having a little baby in my arms. Hey, little Keithy. You know, I just can't think. Like I can't envision it. You know, or like my grandpa's name is Roger. Well, it's a nice name for a grandpa. You know what I mean? Nice name for anyone 60 plus. But like if you're 5 years old, you know, Roger, put those Oreos away. it just doesn't. It just you know, that's the thing with the Brandon thing too. There's probably not a lot of Brandons in high school right now, so I guess my whole little joke there doesn't make much sense. But again, the Brandons, you know, the Karens, you know, it's too bad that these names mean something and they had no say in it. There is a Karen I know, and it's and if there is a Karen listening to this, it's not you, because I actually don't know this Karen. I just know her from how do I say this? There's a lady, I don't know her personally. She doesn't know me, but we're at the same place quite often. And I'll be honest with you, dude. She is a Karen. Like that is legit. She is the whoever came up with the Karen thing. That is who they were envisioning. And I don't know. She should apologize to all the other Karens out there, because I know there's 2 Karens off the top of my head that I know of that are wonderful people. Wonderful. And they don't deserve that. They don't deserve it. God damn it. Anyway, I was talking about bumper stickers. You know, the Karen that I'm thinking of, though, like the one that I don't really know, but I see at the same place a lot, like she has Karen. I'll just say that she literally, like, she must know the meaning behind Karen, and she like embraces it. She has I'll just say this. She has, we'll call it a bumper sticker, and it just says Karen on her car. And it's not a bumper sticker, it's something else. But I don't want to, just in case, who knows? I don't want to be outed. I don't know. Maybe she'll, for all I know, maybe this lady's listening and she knows who I am for some reason. Who knows? Now I'm starting to get anxious. That's not good. That's never good when you're doing a podcast in a dungy basement. Start to get anxious and paranoid. But yeah, Let's Go Brandon. A lot of Let's Go Brandon bumper stickers, especially where I live. They're all over the place, man. And it'd be really funny if there was a little kid and his name is Brandon, and he sees Let's Go Brandon everywhere, and he's like, "Oh, Mom, look, they're rooting for me." Do you think they're going to my baseball game? I have so many fans. And the mom and dad just don't have the heart to tell them that it means something totally different. I had to borrow my, speaking of bumper stickers, so it wasn't a bumper sticker. Well, I guess it is, but it was like a really nice bumper sticker. It was, but it looked like chrome. I had to borrow my father-in-law's van one time. We didn't have a van at the time, and we were going to Minnesota, the Twin Cities. I'm talking liberal city, right? Where the minorities are the majority, kind of thing. And we had to borrow his van because we had 3 kids and a long trip, and we had a GMC Acadia at the time. Really liked that vehicle, but it just wasn't. I can see why I don't like vans. You know what I mean? The thing is, I don't mind vans. I really don't. Deep down, I don't mind vans. But the stigma of the van, that it really got to me. And, now it's like, okay, I'm a van. I am that dad driving around a van, with the phone clip on my belt, tucked in, button-up checkered shirt, khakis, brown sandals with socks on. That's me now. That's kind of how I felt like when that van pulled into the driveway. It's like, okay, that's me now. Let's go get some Viagra, I guess. Do all that stuff. So I told my wife, I said, as soon as we don't need quote unquote the van anymore, we're getting something badass. Like a Suburban. That's a Suburban, or like a Tahoe, or a Yukon, something like that. Because as soon as I can get rid of this van, I'm going to. And this thing is, I like the van. I just, society has really done a number on me. But anyway, when we borrowed his van, I didn't realize this until, into the trip. He had a bumper sticker on his car, on the van, that said, so like envision like is a Honda Odyssey, and like the bumper sticker was like a little emblem, and it said, "Let's Go Brandon Edition." I was just like, oh shoot. I felt odd driving around this big city, left, I think it's very left. I would have to assume it's a city, very democratic. Why is it a democracy? We are in a democracy, and then that party is called Democrat. I wonder where that. Okay, I apologize. Not professional. Let's get back on board. So anyway, yeah, the Let's Go Brandon Edition bumper sticker. And I felt uncomfortable. So I do applaud people that that they throw these, like the MILFs that are not MILFs. They throw that bumper sticker on their car. They're like, hell yeah, motherfucker, I'm a MILF. Heck yeah, dude, look at me. Oh yeah, me, I'm a MILF. All me and all 300 pounds of me, baby. Good for you. Good for you. I applaud you. um, another bumper. Okay, and another bumper. Okay, the last bumper sticker. Christ, I'm already at 25 minutes. I apologize. Um, tailgating. I do like the tailgate though when it's like, if you're gonna ride my ass, this how's that go? If you're gonna ride my ass, at least pull my hair. I do always get a kick out of that bumper sticker. But here's the deal: if you're gonna, okay, this is my beef with the tailgating bumper stickers. You know, there's like, do you follow Jesus this closely? Blah blah blah. You know, that's one. Or if you know, if you're gonna ride my ass, at least pull my hair. At least that one. At least that person has a little bit of humor. Um, but I hate the one. Here's the deal: if you have a bumper sticker, I'm going to read it, and if I can't read it, I am going to get closer so I can read it. Is that right? Is that wrong? Probably wrong. But you have a bumper sticker. You obviously want people to notice you, and I am noticing you. So I will be honest, when I get a little pissed off when I'm driving down the road, there's a guy in front of me or a woman, and they have a bumper sticker, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what that says. So I step on the gas, get a little closer, and all of a sudden I read it, and it says, this is exactly what it says. If you can read this, you're driving too closely. Well, it's like, you dumb son of a bitch. Why don't you get a bumper sticker then with bigger font so I wouldn't have to get so close? You understand the issue I have with this? If you're going to have if you don't want people to tailgate you, don't get a bumper sticker. Don't do it. Because people are going to be interested in what the bumper sticker reads. And if it's a goddamn 6-point font, we're going to have to ride your ass. That's just the way it is. Okay? So I'm sorry, I'm a little fired up. I'm a little fired up about this. That's why I don't have a bumper sticker. And you know what? No one tailgates me because I don't have a bumper sticker for them to read. You know what I mean? Even though I think I'm going to, I'm gonna get a MILF bumper sticker and I'm gonna put it on my car. Every time someone passes me, I'm gonna take a quick glance and see how disappointed they are when they drive by. I should get a MILF bumper sticker, and then on my like on my window, I'll be like, "Gotcha." I get a little bumper sticker on my window. Well, I guess that'd be called a side window sticker, technically. So, anyway, that's this week's top. Hey, if you got any funny hey, how about this? If you got any funny bumper stickers that you've seen, or they don't even have to be funny, maybe just something original, something, you know, that's, you know, funny. Obviously funny. Email them to me. Send them to me at jkennoag@outlook.com. That's jerry rig, kibble, euthanasia, numbskull, nomenclature, ordinary average guy at outlook.com. Hey, I learned something. You know how you learn something new every day? I learned something today. I learned what the word euthanasia means. I can't believe I'm 36 years old, and I actually always, when people talked about euthanasia, I just always thought they were talking about little kids in China. But I learned today that that's not the case. That's a joke I made up. That's kind of the, you know, I said I was a stand-up comedian. That's kind of the stuff that I would do. You know, it's kind of the jokes that I would say on stage. Youth in Asia. Do you get it? Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, if you got any funny jokes like that you made up, and maybe you want me to work them into the show, send them. jkennoag@outlook.com. That's juggle, kite. Yeah, you get it. So since we're on the topic of emails, let's check the old inbox. And I got to apologize to one man. So last week I was bitching about no one sending me any emails. And then my dumbass, I was like, oh, I didn't check the junk folder. And sure enough, I had a couple of emails in there. Couple of them. And one of them was that I'm going to read here shortly. Another one was from Stacy69. And she asked me some really rude things. And it's like, Stacy69, I don't think you should be emailing me. But, it's like, where were you 11 years ago, right? But we all get those emails, right? Right? Please tell me I'm not the only one. Otherwise, maybe I should start looking up some different things. Okay, email number 1. So this one's back from May 26th. And it's from Mr. P. And I will be 100% honest with you. I have no idea who this is. Which is cool. Because this means like I'm getting like people other than close relatives are listening to this, which is awesome. So, Mr. P. And this is from a couple episodes ago. I talked about going to the doctor. Doctors and unordinary opinion. That is the subject. Hey, J-Kenn, long-time listener here. Keep up the good and entertaining work. Well, I'm trying. I'm digging deep, man. Topic of the week this week was bumper stickers, for Christ's sake. Just a couple things this time around. All right, number 1, couple things on doctors. Number 1, I too have a younger doctor, and he too did not juggle my marbles at my last physical. So if you're new to the show, a few episodes back, I talked about doctors, and this is kind of awkward, but I made a comment. I'm like, when I get a physical, my doctor doesn't, and I'm not asking, it's not like, hey, doc, it's that time, baby, come on now. It's not like I'm doing that. I just want to leave with a good, with a peace of mind knowing that I'm healthy, and he doesn't do the grab and, turn your head and cough. He doesn't do that. And he always asks me, like, how they feel down there. And, anyway, I got some more on that. And let's see what he says here. I too have a younger... He did ask if everything was good down there and told me to check monthly for abnormalities. And I will say, though, that gentlemen, this is obviously common here that the doctors aren't doing this. So I guess what I would say is, gentlemen, if your wife or girlfriend or, mom, dad, someone ever walks in on you, you know what I mean. Dude, all you got to do is, hey, they'll be like, what are you doing? You just be like, dude, I'm just checking myself. Relax, And then be like, why do you have all that tissue? And, I don't know. Then you're on your own. I don't know. You're on your own. So, yeah. So this guy has the same issue I have. Number 2, you getting charged during your quote-unquote free physical. Getting billed is an example of preventive care versus diagnostic care. Physicals, immunizations, etc. are considered preventive, seeing you're not going to see the doctor for any current illness, disease, injury. When they ask if anything is wrong, they are just trying to do their job and make sure you are okay. But if you say something is wrong, they begin diagnosing. Insurance doesn't like to help out with the latter. Okay. All right. This guy obviously is, I'm thinking this guy's pro-doctor. And I'll tell you something, Mr. P. This cat, J-Kenn, I'm on the fence with doctors these days. That's fine that they're trying to do their job. You know what I mean? But I almost feel like they should, I see my brother-in-law, he's in the medical field. And, oh boy, I don't know if I should say this. But he told me that that's a, in the meetings, that's the thing. Like, make sure you ask people about stuff and we can bill them, get some money in the door. That's a legit thing. You know what I'm saying? Corporate America, these big corporate pigs that they are. Um, so I feel like the doctor should say, "Hey, just so you know, what I'm about to add." But then people aren't going to be honest. That's the stick. That's the. You know, people aren't going to be honest then. If a doctor was going to say, "Hey, physical checks out. I'm going to ask you a question for diagnostic care, and you're going to get charged. Do you have any issues?" The guy could have a raging headache, but he's like, "Oh, I don't want to pay $25," and he's not going to tell him. So, insurance. I don't know, man. I tell you what, I'm a capitalist through and through, right? I'm a capitalist. I am, 100%. I would not want to live in a socialist, communist world. I wouldn't want to. But at the same time, and I'll just be honest with you, at the same time, I am like, I am like so against the man. I don't know. I don't know. Like big corporations and stuff like that. Like I love Amazon. Don't get me wrong. Amazon's at my door, you know, every day. And I'm not even exaggerating. Because we have Amazon Prime. If I need toothpicks, I can go to the grocery store and buy them, or I can just click a button and they're there the next day. Well, I mean, looks like I'm getting my toothpicks in the mail. You know what I'm saying? Do I hate that I do that? Of course I do. Of course I do. Of course I hate it. But I mean, I don't. At the end, whatever. It is what it is. So I mean, I have the Amazon Prime, but do I hate Amazon? I hate it when these big corporations put out these commercials, and it has nothing to do with their product at all. It's just like them saving the world. Like, I'm Amazon, and by 2027, all of our vehicles will be electric. How great are we? It's like, I don't give a fuck about your electric vehicles. What do you have on your website that you can sell me? That's what I want to see, Amazon. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how great you are, because you're not. You're pieces of shit that are only looking at your bottom line. That's the way it is. That's how corporate America works. That being said, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I really wouldn't. I mean, it is what it is. It's you know. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. Doctors are in a tough situation there, and I wouldn't want that job. Changing gears, not okay. We're back on this email. Oh my god. Changing gears, not sure if this would be an unordinary opinion, but would love to hear your thoughts on holiday weddings. Weddings on Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day weekends, or New Year's, etc. Oh boy, this guy gets personally, he says, I'm disgusted by them. These these two people have the gall to think that they are more important than our fallen heroes, the birth of America, workers. It really just ticks me off. I always thought hijacking New Year's Eve for a wedding was a desperate attempt for attention, too. If I'm offending any listeners that had this type of wedding, I'm not sorry, he says. Interested to hear your thoughts, J-Kenn. Whoa. I know for a fact that I might have some listeners that have had weddings on some of these days. This is good. Oh. He said, thanks for taking my email and wish you the best. And OAG. Goddamn right. OAG. I'm going to shoot you guys straight. The holiday weddings need to come to an end. I'm not disgusted by them. I will go to them. I will drink your free beer. I will be happy. But you're not doing anybody any favors. You're just not. I mean, yeah, it just, and I apologize if you had one of these weddings, and we all had a great time at the wedding. We had a fantastic time, but the thing is people have traditions. I have a big 4th of July tradition. Labor Day, Memorial Day, and you get excited about cooking out in the backyard, and you get excited about maybe doing a little road trip with your family, and you get excited about New Year's Eve, going out, you gotta and and all of a sudden you get that invitation in the mail, and well, looks like I gotta go to this wedding. I will say though, and this might be an unordinary opinion, but I am a big fan of the Friday weddings. That was something that had to grow on me. At first, I was like, "Geez, a Friday, oh God, a Friday, you got to take off of work." But the older I get and the more I work, the realize the less I want to be there. and so it's like, yeah, dude, I'll take PTO. I'm all for it. And the older I get too, you get a good drunk. You need 2 days to recover. So, Friday weddings, man. I'm all about the Friday wedding. And then you have your whole weekend. You know what I'm saying? You have your whole weekend to, get back and, go to work on Monday all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You know what I'm saying? So I do not feel as strongly, but I will say I don't know if anybody getting the invitation is like, oh, sweet, awesome. I didn't have any Labor Day plans, and now I do. I was wondering what I was going to do on the 4th of July. That's just, hey, I'm sorry if I offended you. This guy doesn't care. I do, though. I do. This one is titled Face Wash. Hey, ooh, okay, all right. Hey, OAG, you son of a bitch. You're using my $40 face wash. Sincerely, your wife. Okay, all right. So I told you. So I was taking these night. Okay, so I'm taking showers at night now, right? And I'm not under the pressure of, again, getting to work on time. It's nighttime. You can take a shower. You can enjoy yourself. You can check and see if there's anything abnormal down there. You have time in the shower to do this stuff. And I've started to get in the, I was like, hey, there's face wash in here. And I still have pimples once in a while. And so I was like, yeah, I'll use this face wash, start washing my face. I've been getting this habit of washing my face, Well, obviously I am using the wrong bottle. and then she decided to send me an email about that. So, hey, public service announcement. If you start using some bottles in the shower that aren't yours, you might want to get permission, because it is $40 for face wash. Actually, I should probably talk to her about that. We're on a strict budget. Okay, we got another email from Henner. Second time he emailed. I'm telling you guys, email. You're gonna get read on air. You're gonna get read on air. Okay, look at this guy. Henner, his name is. Second time he sent an email. Boom. Both times read. I would like your opinion on backyard hot tubs. My wife wants one, but I feel they look trashy as hell, especially if you don't have a fenced-in backyard. What are your thoughts? I'm gonna tell you what. I do not think they look trashy. I think they look cool. I think it's a status symbol, personally. I think depends on what kind of hot tub you're talking about. Like if you have some, legit like old cast iron bathtub and you fill it, yeah, it might look a little trashy. But if you have a nice whirlpool hot tub or whatever in your backyard, I think that actually kind of looks, like, hey, look at these guys. Check these guys out. They got a hot tub. Nice. I think I do disagree with you. I think it is trashy. I will say, and I'll just get these couple points across before I get into my PSA, another public service announcement. If you have dude, I'm telling you, if she wants a hot tub, get a hot tub, because come on, man, use your imagination. You get her in the hot tub at nighttime, I'm gonna take a dip in the hot tub. You get in the hot tub. I'll be honest with you. If you're in a hot tub with your girl, it always it always leads to something. You know what I'm saying? It's just guaranteed. There's something about the hot water, the bubbles. I don't know. There's something about it. It's euphoric. Get the tub. And at that, if you can somehow get a little fence, hold on to your what's that phrase? Hold on to your pants. Hold on to your whatever. Hold on to something. Well, you'll have something to hold on to. That's for sure. Now, that being said, I am the owner of a pool. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, that is correct. I own a pool. Do not be envious of me. I'm going to tell you right now, pools are the devil. Okay? That pool that I have in my back, that's another topic that I could talk about. When we bought this house, it came with a pool, and everyone's like, ooh, dude, you got a pool? Oh, you must be rich, blah, 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 blah. And I'll tell you what, I would be rich. I would be rich if I did not have that pool. The amount of money that I buy on chemicals and testing kits and vacuums and the amount of time that I spend skimming the pool, vacuuming the pool. And then you get up and you walk out and you look at your pool, and it's green. It's greener than the Christmas totes I'm looking at right now. And you just want to dive into the pool head first in the shallow end. You feel like you're Walter White mixing these chemicals together, trying to get this thing to clear up. It is not. I'll be honest with you. I wish I had more money. I really do. I really wish I had more money so I could just hire a pool boy to take care of the damn thing. Now, you're probably thinking, geez, J-Kenn, a pool boy? He's probably going to sleep with your wife. And I'll tell you what, that is a small price to pay. That is a small price to pay for me to not have to deal with that pool. How terrible is that, huh? I heard hot tubs are just as bad. And the thing about hot tub too is you're running those bastards in the winter. You know what I'm saying? I heat my pool and my We Energies bill is like out of this world. So I couldn't imagine, and that's just a pool. I'm trying to get to 85, 86 degrees. A hot tub is over 100, and now you're doing it in freezing weather. Now, granted, it's not that big of, the volume of water is not that much, but I don't know. I just want to let you know that it's a lot of work. Pools are anyway. I've heard hot tubs are very similar. So, if you really need a piece of ass that much, get the hot tub. But if you can maybe just buy a bottle of wine or something, you might come out ahead. Those are the emails for this week and the messages. Again, you can find me on Facebook at the Ordinary Average Guy Podcast Show. Or you can email me again at jkennoag@outlook.com. That's Jerry Rig Kibble Euthanasia Numbskull Nomenclature. Ordinary Average Guy at outlook.com. Unordinary opinion, organic food this week. So, and maybe that's not that unordinary, but I guess I'm gonna take my what's that called? When you soapbox. I'm gonna stay on my soapbox here a little bit, and I'm gonna challenge the organic people out there, not the people that eat it, the people that make it. Again, the corporations. Why is organic food so much money? Okay, I make a living selling stuff. I guess you could call me a salesman of some sorts. So I know all what goes into the price of a product. Overhead, that's something that goes into the materials themselves, the labor, the packaging, the blah, 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 the freight, blah, blah, this, that, and the other. And then you throw your 50% on it, you corporate pigs. But here's the deal with organic food, right? No pesticides, no herbicides, right? No processing, right? No, um, you know, red dye, number 40, yellowish, whatever. None of that stuff's in it. It's just straight up like, here, I just picked this out of my garden. You want to eat it? Sure. Okay, that'd be $500. Why? The packaging should be similar to that of the processed foods. The freight should be similar to that of the processed foods. I, why is it so much money? Riddle me this. Why is it so much money for food that really, I mean, I'm just doing some, napkin math here. It should be extremely less expensive. I'm waiting. Can someone please tell me why it's so damn expensive? I went to I was, because I'm on this big health kick, right? So I went to the local grocery store, and I'm walking through the organic aisle. And it's just like, I can't afford any of this. I can't afford this. Like, I don't understand why this is so much money. And like fruit and stuff, why is that so much money? Like if you get processed food, like why is processed food so much cheaper than like just like raw stuff? You're not doing anything to it. You just picked it and you just threw it on a truck. Like stuff that's like actually like made is so much. I don't know. I'm guessing it's in economies of scale. Whoa, look at this guy using big words. Economies of scale. Yeah, right. I went to school. I read a book. I know what I'm talking about here. I'm not a stupid idiot. I'm a smart guy. That's right. Economies of scale. I'm assuming it's economies of scale thing. You can make, beans or whatever, but I don't know. I still think it's hogwash. So someone riddle me that. Why organic food is so much money? Please. And another thing too. Oh, we don't use pesticides. Nah, we don't. Oh, great. So now my food's gonna have a bunch of bugs on it. I mean, that can't be healthy for you. It's just on my apple. Like I've never. That's the whole thing. Like the worm in your apple. Like I've never had a worm in my apple. You know what I mean? From a good old fashioned sprayed to shit apple. I never had a worm on it, and it tastes delicious. Yes, I said that. An apple. Cut up, of course, because I don't want to get all this shit all over my face. But if I look at my neighbor's apples on the tree, I don't want to eat. It's like half brown. It's got a bunch of like wormholes in it. This is organic apple, man. It's gonna save your life. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, it looks delicious. I don't know. I don't want to live in a world where I have to eat brown, half-eaten by worm apples. All right, so there it is. Unordinary opinion, organic food. I'm on to you. I'm gonna figure this out, and I'm gonna lead an army, and we're gonna shut you down. So I was in the organic aisle the other day, and not the other day. I mean, this is like a while ago. And I'm a guy that doesn't belong in the organic aisle, right? And I made eye contact with another guy who doesn't belong in the organic aisle, right? And we kind of looking at each other and we're like, yeah, we'll see you in 2 weeks over there by the Doritos, huh? When we're done with this charade. But anyway, someone please email me at jkennoag@outlook.com and tell me why organic food is so much money. Why healthy food is so much money. Why is that? And use big words. Use big words like economies of scale. I'll understand it because I'm one smart son of a gun. I'll tell you where I'm not unordinary and I'm not average. It's my smartness. incredibly smart. Okay, let's cut this short here. I'm not gonna lie to you. The weather in northeast Wisconsin, man, makes a guy want to Kurt Cobain himself. But well, we've had between these 10, 7, 6, 13 inches of rain. We have had some sunny days. Today, for example, was a sunny day, and I found myself driving down the road with the windows down and the radio up. And I was listening to the Doobie Brothers, Black Water, baby. And I have told myself if I ever did work up the courage to get a tattoo, and I know this is kind of lame, the whole like song lyrics. Well, here, my sister, she's got a tattoo, and I'm gonna call her out on it on the internet podcast for all 6 of you to listen. I'm calling her out. She's got a tattoo. It says "Let It Be," right? And I remember getting it. I'm like, "Oh, Let It Be. Are you a big Beatles fan?" And she's like, "What?" I said, "Let It Be." I didn't know you were into the Beatles. And she's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Let It Be" is one of the Beatles' most popular songs. And she had no idea. That's the kind of kids we're raised these days. But if I were to get a tattoo, it'd be lyrics from this song, the Black Water by the Doobie Brothers. I ain't got no worries, 'cause I ain't in no hurry at all. I love that line. Dude, that is words to live by. And a little tidbit, the Black Water, so I'm not a pothead. I'm not a druggy loser, but I believe like when you smoke dope, man, out of a water bong, I think the water in the water bong, I think from my research is that people have said that that's called they call that black water. You send me an email if I'm right or wrong. I don't know. But then people are like, "Oh, the Doobie Brothers, obviously, what that means." And they said that the black water, that's what's referring to smoking dope. It's a weed smoking song. Smoking dope song. But it's actually not. It's actually not. Black water, like down in the bayou of Louisiana. Back bayou, Louisiana. I don't know. I'll work on that accent. I guess the Muddy Waters. The Muddy Waters of Mississippi. It looks black. So, and that's what it is. It's talking about the Mississippi. So there, that's what that is, a little interesting fact for you. But come on. If you haven't heard that song, look it up. There's that song. If you're having a bad day, you put that song on and you are going to be just flying high on life, man. Driving down the road, sun shining on you, window out the arm, turning up little Doobie Brothers. Whoa, black water, keep on rolling. Mississippi moon, what you keep on shining on? Whoa, black water, keep on rolling. Mississippi moon, what you keep on shining on me? Bleep you, whoa, keep on shining your light. Gonna make everything, yeah, mama gonna make everything alright. 'Cause I ain't in no hurry. No, fuck. 'Cause I ain't, oh, God, Justin. 'Cause I ain't got no worries, 'cause I ain't in no hurry at all. Oh, man. Come on. Come on. That's awesome. It's gold. This week's Song of the Week, Blackwater, Doobie Brothers. Turn it on, man. Turn it on. Okay. All right. Keep it real, guys. We'll see you next week on another episode of The Ordinary Average Guy Podcast Show. Wow, wow, wow. Ba-do-do. Ba-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.